What a way to end a season.
I'll tell you what.
Wow.
Welcome back.
Sadly, we're at the end of Wheel of Time Season 1.
This was a finale that we were waiting for.
Honestly,
A lot happened.
amazing.
I almost don't know where to start.
No, they
how about
just-
3,000 years ago? How about
the
to
land
the last,
before time.
to the last cycle?
Right, which took me a minute to understand because I had to get Ryan to clarify some things with me because...
He
Well-
thought 3,000 years ago meant they were in caves or something.
Yes,
It was a
because-
different civilization.
No, yes, it rolled around and there was flying ships and...
And do you remember the towers that were covered in foliage in episode 1 where they panned out? It was one of the first ones. I'll put it on the screen right now. And you saw the skyscrapers that were all covered.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was that city that was covered with those skyscrapers.
That's where I thought Rand ended up. That was where they had their final showdown, was in that city, so to speak.
Let's back up a minute.
Okay.
The fight at Fal Dara.
Which was, I thought, done well.
I mean, they called Storm from X-Men.
I
The Aes Sedai. Well, none of them were Aes Sedai.
Although
They just
I think the
they're
main
women
one
that could
was.
channel.
I think
No,
the sister.
Remember,
He stopped her from
Moraine
going.
said, "You, even though you weren't strong enough to become one of my sisters,
You were still powerful.
you're still powerful."
Right.
So none of them are Aes Sedai, but they all channeled.
They
and
know how.
They brought it all together and created this lightning storm that was
That
incredible.
wiped out the wave of Trollocs.
Every Trolloc and every Fade.
I thought
everyone.
the wall that they had in the gap was a hair weak. I thought we could have did that a
The
little
wall
bit
wasn't
better.
weak. Their strategy was, where was the oil dumping down the wall so
Right,
the
that we-
Trollocs couldn't crawl
That
up?
we've seen in every other wall scenario.
Yeah, and the leader of Fal Dara,
I think he just wanted to die.
he went out pretty quick.
'Cause, okay, you have a goat beast crawling through a slit in the wall. And
Took him out.
Just lined up.
Took him out.
And he stood there. Didn't like sidestep because your vision was only this much. Could have just...
Just, excuse me.
And we would have had him for
And that's-
about... Because he was prepping himself and he was just there, ready to fight. And I just...
He went out too quick.
For a city that would never fall or has never fallen, and having the gate that they're the last line of defense
Yep.
against the blight, I expected better. Now,
If the women weren't there, what would have happened?
the two that were borrowed from the two rivers, but 5 of them total did wipe out the entire army. As we learned at the beginning
Yeah.
that an Aes Sedai could do that, and none of them were full-fledged Aes Sedai. But
Doesn't it kind of mean that the sacrifice all the men made at the wall didn't matter?
no, because they're all dead.
No, they could have just
Let
been
'em through?
behind the women.
Yeah, technically the women should have been the first line of defense, and men
Yeah.
would save the city because women are more powerful and can channel and could
5
be
of
Aes
them
Sedai.
took out 20,000 Trollocs.
Meanwhile, every man, besides
Died in vain.
Loyal and Perrin, died.
Yeah.
And easily, I would assume, if their
Oh
leader,
my god, the traitor from the Two Rivers is a friend of the Dark One.
Padden Fane.
And he took the horn that the dragon was supposed
Yeah, I
to
wanted
blow.
to see what was in the box.
It was a horn.
Yeah, but I wanted to see it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want the box. They literally
Well,
had
it
to
obviously
destroy
has
the
much
throne.
greater meaning.
Yes, it does. Because he went there for it.
Yep.
The power that it holds.
And did you see the fades? They just let Perrin live. They just walked behind the
Oh,
traitor
what did you
out the
see?
door.
Perrin just let them leave.
Well, he wasn't in position to do anything.
He had his axe. He killed his wife, so he could kill him. We know he's a murderer.
There you go. If he
But-
was here, he'd be like, "I didn't mean it."
But with Loyal dying, I really did not like. I didn't like. Because I like Padden Fane when he was the traitor in the Two Rivers. I liked him. I thought he was a neat character, kind of shisty.
Matt had a scene.
He did. He had his like. I honestly didn't care.
Where was he?
It looked like he was going in. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, looks like he went back to the Shadow City
Oh, you might be right.
because it was completely dark.
I don't think there was
I
people
think
there. You might be right.
That dark energy was calling back. Now, if I'm wrong, please let us know.
I mean, at this point, we're just guessing. We're not book readers.
No,
So,
but
at this point, anything we guess might
if
be
that
true.
last episode didn't make you consider about flipping a page, I don't know what would. Because I honestly
all of a sudden you're gonna be a reader.
no.
No.
Let's not get ourselves up.
It was a good thought, but no.
It was.
The Dark One. Let's talk about him for a second.
Which I liked the guy who they cast for him. I thought he was pretty a sly
Were
guy.
you paying attention to his attire?
Yeah, he looks like he was ready for a symphony.
Or he
Like he had
came from like
coattails,
down
another
the street at like a business.
Yes, like it was a different time.
Excuse
Like,
me, sir. Would you like to play the Dark One in the Wheel of Time on Amazon?
no need to change your clothes.
No,
Is it a
just
men's
come right as you
at
are.
a men's warehouse?
As you are. That one scene when Rand shot him with the arrow and his face sucked into
Yeah, that was
itself to
cool.
reveal him. That was a cool
Yep.
scene.
Because can I talk about a startling factor? Because I assumed that we were in the dream, but I thought he woke up because then she got stabbed through. Moraine got stabbed through the throat.
I saw
or her
you.
mouth.
You
I'm like,
reacted like you thought it was real.
well, yeah, because he had woke up, wiped the moss off.
Yeah.
Because obviously, there's what happens when you
Inception,
linger too
man.
long.
We're in a dream in a dream.
It was great. I thought that caught me off guard. I was, I couldn't.
I
pick-
saw you jump.
Yes,
I saw you jump.
Because I accepted as soon as it went through. I'm like, all right, how can this show continue to a second season without Moraine? But now she's been stripped of her powers.
Yes, that was a big reveal.
Which I felt bad for Lan, but then I was feeling bad for him when Nynaeve died
But then she came back with the source.
because
Was it Egwene
yeah,
that
I
healed
think
her?
they can heal. Yeah,
So
I think
sh-
she. Figured
What color was
way.
that? Yellow, green, that could heal?
Oh, they all can.
So
They just can't heal themselves. They
and
can
then
heal others.
that was pretty much the entirety of the episode, and then the last
think.
scene when
Yeah.
there was an army of ships that arrived at the far western shores, what they said it was,
That good channel.
and every one of the boats had channelers on it, and they made a tsunami, and
With their-
that's how the season ended,
With their mouths.
with a poor little
Shut
girl
up.
about to die.
Yeah. Well.
I thought it was a really good finale.
No, I hope that we don't have to wait that long.
And see, look, if you're going to leave on a cliffhanger, it should make you excited to watch more, not mad that they didn't give you a conclusion to what you were watching.
Now, is this going to be a totally different battle? Because obviously Moraine said this was the first battle she fears. But now we're on another shore, another place. Are we going to start an entirely different story?
Rand's going somewhere we don't know.
I thought he was walking further into the Blight.
The rest of the four of them are still around.
Your parents got to make up for a lot.
Guys, that was season 1 of The Wheel of Time. We're sold on the show. I can't wait for season 2. We are going to come back very shortly and do a layman's review. We're going to put it on our tier chart. And until then, as always, like, comment, subscribe if you like what we're doing around here, and we will see you on the next video.